Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. Today, very exciting. I received back a PSA submission, and this is the blind reveal. I actually did this one. It's been about 5 months that I sent them in, and I did this through the local hobby shop. Since that time, I have now joined PSA, and I send the cards straight into PSA. But back then, when I sent this off, I did not have a PSA account. So let's see what we got. We're going to start off. I'm going to do this nice and slow. I've been watching some PSA reveal videos, and I'm going to try to do it the way I like the videos. I like blind reveals where people don't already know what they got. Also, I'm going to try to talk a little bit about the cards as they come out. Okay, look at that. A whole bunch of cards in there. Alright, so it looks like I'm starting off with box 3 of 3 because I think they go backwards from the way I submit it. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now, this was actually my second Pokemon PSA order that I sent in with these guys, and the first one actually has twice as many cards in it, and they were actually my first picks of what to send in for PSA, and this is like the second cut. There's actually 51 cards in this, but I'm gonna have to break it up because I don't have enough memory on my phone, my camera. So I also have some notes here of how many the population reports were when I first submitted these. All right, so let's take a look. This card looks really nice from the back. It does look a little bit off-centered. There's a little bit thicker on the top than the bottom. Oop, go this way. And it is Espeon. Man, that looks nice in the slab. This is a Espeon Prime. From Undaunted, 2010 Heart Gold Soul Silver Espeon Undaunted. A really nice card, but it's full of trepidation that all this is a holo, so there could be scratches on it. Oh my goodness. Gem Mint 10. Wow. That's a shocker, because these are really hard to get as a 10. And this has just been in my collection for years and years and years. Thankfully, the way I stored it was good because it ended up getting a 10. And let me find this on my list to see what the pop report is. And now, these pop reports are actually they're just the pop of the cards that have been sent in. This does not include just PSA 10s or 9s. I didn't break it down that way. I just put the total number of these that had been sent in. Man, I'm kind of shocked that the first card was a PSA 10. Wow. And that's a beautiful card too. Okay. There has been 177 of these graded, so I'll have to go check and see how many PSA 10s there have been, but I bet you there hasn't been very many. So, amazing first card. Alright. And honestly, it was off-center on the back. Maybe not as bad as I'm thinking. Looks pretty well centered. Maybe just very slight. I was very picky with these cards I sent in. Trying to only pick... my philosophy was only send in cards that will get at least or only pick cards that will be worth getting graded as a 9. You know what I mean? Like if they would easily pay for themselves as 9s, then I sent them. So the back of this card, see, it looks off-centered at first glance. Looks like everything's shifted down to this way. And it is a Pokemon breeder. This is from Shining Legends. I knew these full arts would look really good slabbed up, so I'm glad I sent some of them. And let's see. From the front, it looks really good. PSA 10. Wow. 2 for 2 on 10 so far. That is excellent. The Pokemon breeder, there's been 309 of those that have gotten sent in. Now, I made this list back 5 months ago, so it's probably a lot more than that now. All right, next card. All right. Now, this looks very well centered on the back. The corners kind of have, they're not cutting errors, but they're just like a little lip, but there's not white spots. So, let's see what this one is. Oh, this is a Charizard. This is the Legendary Treasures Cosmos. It's like a promo, basically. Very cool looking, but definitely off-centered. You can see pretty heavily shifted over to the left. Now, let's see what it gets as a grade. Man, I think you'd have to start at a 9 with that bad of centering. So it's probably like an 8. A 9. So excellent results so far. Nice little swirl right there too. Right by the Charizard's mouth. Very cool. Okay, very happy with that. I think I might have gotten a really good a grader here, because these seem to be pretty solid grades. Alright, next one. Oh, the Charizard, by the way. There has been 111 of those sent in for grading. And I know it's really tough to get 10s on those. Now this one, you can see there's a white tip on that bottom corner down there. A little bit of a white tip here. Centering is not that bad, I guess. And this is another Charizard Cosmos. This is from Boundaries Crossed. The centering on the front looks really good. So let's see. I'm pretty sure there's no scratches on the hollow. And by the way, there's been 90 of these sent in. PSA 9, very happy. I'm actually thrilled with any 9s I get, because these have been in my collection for so many years, sitting in top loaders. So I'm glad that they got taken care of. Alright, next one. Whew, okay, so this one got a white tip right there in that corner. Looks slightly off center. It's definitely thicker on this top, on the back, but they might not grade the backs of the cards as severe. Okay, this is another Charizard. This is a Cracked Ice from Pokemon Platinum Arceus. Really cool looking card. Plus, you have Hollow Bleed down there. I don't know if you can see those cracked ices along the card. Alright, let's hope for a 9 here, because it's really tough to get these as 10s. An 8. Okay. That's alright. It is off-centered. And it is very tough to grade. I know that. So, back. Yeah, it's definitely fair for that to be an 8. That is a really cool card. I'll put my 8s over here. Alright. By the way, oh yeah, 90 of those have been sent in. Alright, next one. Alright, on this one, yeah, definitely seeing some white tips on the corners. The centering looks good on the back, but there's a white tip there, a little bit one there, a little one there, but overall, pretty nice. This is a Blastoise. This is from EX Crystal Guardians Hollow. So, quite a bit older card. And by the way, on this one, there has only been 19 of these ever sent in for grading. So, the centering looks really good on the front. PSA 9. Very nice. I definitely am happy with that, especially with the white tips on the back. That's a really cool card. Probably not super tough to get grades on this one because there's not a ton of hollow back there. There's a lot of Blastoise in the picture. All right, next one. All right, so this one looks like a slight little dent, like a little small little dent in the card right there. It was not easy to see that whenever I looked it over before I sent it. So it's like a small, I don't, that might be on the case. Oh, that's on the case. Never mind. So it's a little tiny little scratch on the case right there. But the back of the card looks really good. Ah, this is the promo Pikachu. I love this card. Centering looks really good. Let's get a 10 on this one, guys. This one, I'm going to have to look on my list here. PSA 9. Alright. That one, oh, there had only been one of these sent in for grading as of when I made this list. So, I'm sure there's a lot more of these now because it's a 2020 card. But we got a PSA 9. That's mint card. Alright, next one. Again, lots of surface that could get a little scuff or a scratch. Alright, this card, yeah, definitely some wear. A little bit of wear on the edges. This is probably a much older card. And plus some white tips there. And if you look at the glossiness of the card, you can tell it's definitely probably been played a couple times. Alright. Let's see what it is. Oh, this is the Raichu. Now this one, it's not going to get a good grade. I know it isn't. Because if you look, there's a weird little line that goes down the card right there in the hollow. And it's not a scratch or anything. It's just like an imperfection in the printing. But this is a Raichu from Holon Phantoms. Very old EX set. It's the only one. Actually, I have one other one, but it's not nearly as nice as this one. So this is probably, man, with that line, I would guess this is probably going to be a PSA 6. Oh, 9. Wow. Maybe that's normal for these cards to have that. But, yeah, if you hold that just right, you can really see that line that goes down the middle. But it's not a printing line. It might just be natural line. Wow, I'm shocked that that got a 9. So, I don't know, man. That's a really amazing grade for that card. There's been 72 of these grades. Wow. These are shocking. I'm really shocked at how good these grades are. Alright, next one. Oh, there's something on the I don't think that's on my card. That's a scuff on the holder. It looks a little bit off-centered. It's thicker right here. Alright, let's see what it is. Oh, this is a Hidden Fates Drampa GX. Alright. Now I can definitely see this is a little bit off-centered, but these are really, you have to be dead on perfect for them to look well-centered, so I don't know what the tolerance is on these. You can definitely, there's definitely border all the way around, but maybe a little bit thicker on the top. A 10. Wow. That shocks me. Like, I would have guessed 9. Because it's not perfectly centered. So this grader was very generous with the grades, I have to say. There it is. There's an awesome PSA 10 Drampa. And that one, there's been, oh, the Drampas had, oh, there's been 117 of these graded. There were 72 of the Raichus. Alright, next one. Alright, this one, the back looks perfect. There's nothing going on with the back of that card. It's a Jesse and James. This is from Hidden Fates, Full Art Trainer. The centering looks good. This has to be a 10, I would think, judging by what we've seen so far. A 9. That's funny. Probably some little scuff somewhere. There's a little bit of something right there on the card. I don't know if that's on the case or something on the card. But a 9. Still, that's a good grade. It's mint. I'm just surprised that the drum pod got a 10. Alright, next one. Yeah, the back of this card looks really good. It's definitely an older Pokemon card. You can tell by, just seems like a little bit of handling, but there's no whitening of the edges. This is Yanmega, and this is a Prime also. This is from Triumphant. Boy, could we get 2 Primes as 10s. Now, Yanmega, let me just check the list. By the way, 613 Jesse and James have been sent in. 83 of these Yanmegas. A PSA 9. That's a superb grade for this card. Just so much hollow on there. So I'm very pleased that got a 9. Alright, next one. If this video cuts out, guys, I'm going to make a part 2 because there's no way I have enough space on this thing to record all these. Okay, so we got lots of whitening of the edges, or the corners. You can see that. The centering is okay, but definitely some whitening, especially this corner and that corner. And there's some on that one. So this is an older card, no doubt. Oh, this is a Vulpix from Legendary Collection. This is a reverse foil. See that firework? Man, it looks so cool in this case. That firework just explodes, man. Beautiful. So Vulpix, I would have to say this is going to be probably a PSA 6. Oh, a 4. Okay. I'm not going to argue with that because it is an older card and there's definitely probably some scratches somewhere on there. But that is just a one-of-a-kind type of... that's the only set where they had this type of reverse. I didn't really care about the condition on that, and I was going to send it in. Alright, next one. Oh, by the way, just checking the list. The Vulpix reverse foil, there's been 95 of those graded. Alright. This one, the back looks pretty good. There's a... no, that's not a scuff. You can tell it's probably a little bit older of a card. Yep. Blastoise. See, this has that same line right there, so that must not be very rare for these hollows back in the EX era. This is a reverse hollow, by the way. Blastoise EX Crystal Guardians reverse hollow. The front looks really good except for that line right there. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it when you look at it just right in the light. So it's like a reflection line. And they didn't discount my other one for this. PSA 9. Nice. So that must be just part of the hollow pattern. It's not a defect with the card. That's a very nice grade. That's a really cool card. PSA 9. Alright, next one. Oh. Blastoise reverse. There's been... there has been 119 of those graded. Alright. This one, you can tell it's an older card just by a little bit of a... it's not quite as shiny looking as the newer cards are on the back, but a little bit off center, but no whitening on the edges, and maybe a little tiny little white speck on this bottom corner. Oh, this is a Pidgeot. This is from Jungle. And I don't know. I'm not going to try to look for any print lines on the hollow, but there probably is one. The centering looks good on the front. Let's see what we get for our first vintage Pokemon hollow. Whoa, PSA 9. Nice. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice grade on that. I definitely don't expect any 10s on these old cards. So a Jungle Pidgeot gets the 9. Alright, next one. All right. This one looks good. You can tell it's a newer card. Edges look great. Corners look great. Oh, this is Mewtwo EX. Wow, that looks great in the slab. This is actually a promo. So, centering looks good. This could be a 10, but there's a lot of surface there. Gem Mint 10. Nice. That's awesome. Okay, so, by the way, on the Pidgeot, there's been 356 of those graded. Only 19 of these have been graded, and this is almost 9 years old. It was made in 2012. So very few of these have ever even been graded, and this one got a 10. So that's huge. Really cool card there. All right, next one. The back on this looks really good. That was just on the little speck of white on the case. Maybe a little bit of something going on the surface up there. It's really hard to see that on camera, but I don't know. This might have been in a binder or something. Ooh, this is my Mew EX from Dragons Exalted. Man, if this could get a 10, this would be huge. If this can get a 10. PSA 9, awesome. That's a beautiful grade for that card. That one, only 53 of these have ever been graded, guys. That is not an easy to get set. All right, I'm gonna try to hurry through these last 3 because we're definitely gonna be running out of space. This is an older card. It's got some corner wear, maybe a little whitening right there at where that little edge is. Oh yeah, here we go. It's another one of these fireworks legendary collection, a Magikarp. Iconic image on that card. I'm gonna guess it's gonna get a 4 too. Ooh, a 7. That's pretty awesome. So we got a 4 on our Vulpix and a 7 on that one. All right, just 2 more in this box. Okay, this one, definitely a newer card. Centering's a little bit slightly fat on the bottom edge, or this edge right here, very slightly. Actually might be almost a little bit tilted a little bit. But corners and everything looks good. Oh, Lugia EX. This is from Legendary Treasures. I'm pretty sure not many of these have gotten graded. Oh, the Magikarp, 132 Magikarps. Only 78 of these Lugia EXs have ever been graded. PSA 10. Nice. That's awesome. Wow. Gem Mint Lugia EX. Huge. Okay. Doing good on the EX cards. They're not full arts, just the EX from Black and White series cards. All right, last one in this box. This is definitely an older card because you can see there's some whitening on the corner, a little bit right there, and a little bit of that bottom edge. Centering looks good. Ooh, it's Latios. This is from Delta Species Hollow. If this comes in, okay, it's definitely off-centered. You can tell it's thinner on the top than the bottom. I'm thinking this might get an 8. 9, wow. Man, this is definitely some generous grades on these cards here. But this is a beautiful card. It's probably really tough for these to get decent grades. This one, 106 of these have been graded. And this is a very tough to get set, the Delta Species set. All right, so definitely stay tuned for part 2. We'll see if we continue to get some amazing grades. All right, later.